Welcome everybody. We're back for another training week. So I'm really excited. As you guys are getting on, I'd love to hear what oils you're using today or what oils you've already used today or any doTERRA product, right? I'm just curious to see what you're diffusing and what supplements you've been taking. Hey Mandy, how are you? We have a guest speaker on that will be on today and I'm really excited about her. And so I'm just gonna wait for some of you guys to get on. So again, as you guys are getting on, share what oils you're diffusing right now. Share what doTERRA products you've already used today. Hi, Ashley. Okay, welcome. Hey, Erin. Okay, Erin used a blend of frankincense, peppermint, and lavender. Awesome. Are you diffusing that or did you use that in a roller bottle? Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Ashley. Welcome, everybody. I'm super pumped. So make sure you guys have your paper and pen because Ashley's going to be sharing. Actually, I didn't want to announce you yet. I wanted to hold off for a second. A roller bottle. Awesome. Where did you roll that and what did you use that for, Erin? We have a gold speaker that will be on today. Gold leader. She'll be our guest speaker sharing tips. So you do not want to miss out on her tips. So I used so far, used Motivate. I had that diffusing and I had wild orange and peppermint all diffusing. No, breathe. So at different times in the morning. So I did wild orange and breathe this morning to my workout just because I felt like I really wanted both of those oils at the same time. I usually like to rub the breathe stick on me today. I didn't do that today. I put the Motivate on my feet. I did wild orange in my water. I did Terrazyme and Mito2 Max in the morning, and then when I have lunch, I will do my lifelong vitality. Okay, Ashley says Roma Touch on neck and shoulders. I would love that. Mandy says wild orange, peppermint, lavender, and your kids love that combo. Yeah, I do too. Great combo. All right, you guys. We are going to go right into it. I hope you guys are loving the guest speakers, right? I love hearing from everybody, and just we've had so many new ranks. I thought it'd be fun to hear from the people that are moving up in rank and who are growing and enrolling, and just give you guys a chance to learn from everybody else. So today we have a new gold leader on, and she's a wife and a mother. She's just super sweet, just loves the oils, loves people, loves just learning new things, and just she never quits, right? That's the key too, just keeps going and going and going. It's not always easy, right? We have ups and downs, but she keeps staying consistent with her activities, and she's going to share some of those activities with you. And it is Ashley Knox. So I'm going to bring her in. Welcome everybody. Let's see, hopefully this works here.
Hi guys.
All right, you're on, Ashley.
Hi.
Thanks for getting on. So first, congratulations.
Thank
you. You're doing such a great job. And how are you feeling?
Pregnant. I'm ready to have my child. But business-wise, I'm feeling great. It was my goal before this baby came to hit gold, and Becky Ferrant is, oh, you guys know, to just carry that on for the next couple months and see what motherhood looks like as a gold and above.
Yep.
All the balance, which is just an oil anyway. I don't know if there's real balance in life, so.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
Yeah.
It's a blend. It all blends together.
It is, for sure.
I love it. So I would love for you to just kind of share. I know I just kind of sprung this on you and just asked you to just kind of share some of your tips, takeaways from growing your business, some of your daily activities, and anything else you want to share, and then we can open it up to Q&A.
Yeah, awesome. I did try to write some things down because my mom brain these days, I wanted to try and get the most important things out. So daily activities, I am always trying to make sure that I'm following up with someone. So starting my day with like potential customers, someone I sampled, someone who ordered. Even if they've been on my LRP, I constantly go through my tree and just see what their LRP is doing. I love sending little notes to them if they've been on LRP for a while, sending them maybe samples I know they haven't ever ordered before. Just always checking in. I like to never leave someone for more than like 2 months without hearing from me, touching base in some way. So that's something I do. Preparing for the next event. So whether that's something that I'm working on for a class, a one-on-one, a wellness consult, I've recently gotten into some expos or like vendor events. So, and if it's not a class, I'm getting to the point where I am helping a lot of my team members and or I'm trying to engage a lot of my customers to host classes for me. So I'm not always the one hosting, and therefore it's harder to get those people sampled. So I've been trying to make sure that as part of my activity that I am reaching out weeks in advance to, hey, get me your list of people. I used to put it on the host to do that, like teach them how to sample, but they don't have any skin in the game, so it wasn't important to them. So taking that on to my shoulders and sampling their people and doing that again, like weeks in advance, it helped me touch base with that person a lot more than just seeing them for the first time at class or maybe just sampling them one time. So that has helped me. I would say I don't know if you guys listen to him, but Eric Worre, I think that's how you pronounce his last name.
Yeah.
He has podcasts that, and some are like 8 minutes long. So even if my day, like with my kid doesn't, give me 2 hours like it usually does, if I can just like listen to him for snippets at a time, I love just being engaged in that way. So I think always keeping your mind in the game. For me, that works as a mom, even if I'm cooking dinner or driving from place to place to the grocery store, like I have 15 minutes to listen to something to keep my mind going. Books don't always happen, but I do try to always have a book going during that week. Even again, if it's just 10 minutes, or if I say, I'm going to open this book and read the first 2 pages of this chapter, trying to do that. I also daily like to listen to other diamond and above leaders. So it doesn't always have to be Bonnie, Becky, Nathan, and Jenny, although we love them, but I also learned from so many other teams and how they're doing it. So Ange Peters is one that I love listening to. She's a presidential diamond and a mom of 2. And then Michelle Cannon, she's a blue diamond and a mom of 3. And both of them have Instagrams and Facebook pages, and they're always doing something. And it just, again, it's good for me to hear how other moms are doing things, how, even though I'm not at their rank, but I want to stay ahead of my team. So I have to constantly be listening to people that are above and ahead of me. So those are some quick daily things that I was thinking through. And then some tips that I have helped me along the way when I feel like I've gotten stuck. I remember being between Elite and before I went to Premier, having a phone call with my upline, and she asked me what personal development I was doing. And I honestly wasn't doing much of anything at that time. And once I changed that, everything else started to change. And I remember hearing, I don't know if it was from a podcast or just from another leader, but when you want something to change, you have to change yourself first. And that really stuck with me. And I didn't have anyone else to blame for me not advancing but me. I had to change. It wasn't my customer's fault. It wasn't my other builders' fault. It was how I was developing as a leader and how I was leading myself. So that really changed the game for me. And I know we hear it a lot from like everyone above us. We hear it all the time, like personal development, but it's really true. Like it is. It's a game changer. It will change your business. And then I committed from the beginning of this business to not treat it like a hobby. So I decided from the get-go to treat it like a business because I wanted to get paid like a business. And I would say my husband's been a huge part of that. So even if you're single and you're doing this, there's there's something good about having someone in your corner who's going to push you and hold you accountable to those things that you want. So, you know, Adam is constantly asking me, like, how many people are you calling today? Or, you know, how many people have you come to class, or whatever it is, and just constantly pushing me or keeping me, you know, like in it, because it's our family business. Like, this is what I want to do. I was trying to think of her name, Bonnie, and it was a while ago she hit silver, but I remember her getting on live on your page, and she said, I pick my hard every day. So my hard could be going back to work. She was a mom of 5, I think, and being, you know, a school teacher, that's hard. And so is working at home, but I choose which hard I want and I go for it. And that helped me too, because it isn't easy to do this. If it was easy, everybody would do it. And, you know, we would all be presidential diamonds. But I'm choosing my heart, and I'm choosing this over clocking in and out of a job, because that's fine for what I did in my past, but I want my life to look different. I want more opportunities for my family. So I decided to treat this like a business, and whatever that looks like for you. For me, I'm just constantly engaged. You have to be. If I want it to be like a hobby, then, you know, it's something that you pick up and drop off whenever you want to. But yeah, so that helped me a lot. I also love I have a Facebook page. I love going live. I think that has helped me a lot in learning that people are always watching, whether I have ever reached out to them or not. At the right time, like, people will come out of the woodwork, you know, over something that I did, and I didn't even know they were involved in my page. So I think that being a face, it's good to post things, but I always tell my team who do have a page, you need to go live. You need to engage and educate, do oil classes or do roller bottle mixes, show them that you're real, even if your kid's screaming in the background. Like, you know, Bonnie's great at that. And there's a lot of other leaders that are good at just about being real, and showing us. And again, anybody can scroll through something, but they're going to stop and watch a 5-minute video, and just know that you're real and that they can do it too, which is what I like showing people, that anybody can do this. You don't have to be an Ange Peters to do it. You know, anybody can rock it out. So those were some quick things I threw together. I hope that is inspiring or helpful in any way.
A full page of notes.
Good. Me too.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I do, first of all, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, golden nuggets. Every single thing that came out of your mouth was literally a golden nugget. And whether, you know, people are hearing it for the first time, or maybe it's that final reminder where they're like, oh, duh, I've heard it 100 times. Now I'm actually going to do this. You know, you just have to hear it over and over again.
Yeah.
Because it's the basics, and everything you said is exactly spot on. Like, no wonder why you're growing. You're staying consistent. You're doing what it takes. And I love what you said about the personal development. It's huge.
It is. It's true.
Huge. Especially when it is your business and no one is making you do it. You have to be self-motivated, and naturally not everyone wants to work every second, you know, so we do need to plug into something every day so we can be there for our team.
Yeah.
Okay. Heather says, awesome advice. Good to hear and see people grow. Yes. Thanks for getting on, Heather. Okay. What questions do you guys have for Ashley while she's on? And I have a question too for you, Ashley.
Yeah.
So when you said that you will sample the guests to go to a class, you know, if someone else's class, what would that look like, your conversation with the people that you don't know yet when you're asking to sample them?
Yeah. So I usually tell my host to let them know that I'm going to be reaching out to them. So it's not just me Facebook messengering a bunch of random strangers. So they know a heads up that someone is going to reach out to them. And then I just introduce myself. I do it individually. I try not to do group, you know, texts or things like that, but just like, hi, Sarah, I heard that you're going to be coming to Allison's party in a couple of weeks. I'm so excited to meet you. have you ever had an experience with doTERRA's essential oils before? You know, wait for the response and kind of take it from there. Most times people have not. They've used essential oils or heard of them, but a lot of times it's not doTERRA. So I make sure I add doTERRA, because a lot of people will just say, oh yeah, I've used oils, but you don't know what that looks like. And then I just take it from there and just say, I would love to send you some free samples before that class so you can experience it on your own. Can you give me the top 3 health concerns that you have or that you have for your family? And they're super excited to get free things in the mail. No one's ever going to say no to you. So I love free things. Someone send me free deals. And that's honestly, like, I just keep it simple, and they're so excited just that one, it's about them. I'm reaching out to them and I'm making it about them and their health concerns. And, you know, again, I do it ahead of time because it's going to take a while for the oils to get there. It's going to take a while for them to actually use the oils. And I usually, you know, however I leave it, when I'm done sampling them, let's say, because I do probably have to send it, I always, I was just talking to someone about this today too. I always make sure I leave the ball in my court. So if I know that on Monday I sent the oils, you know, my receipt from the post office says they should get it by Wednesday, I let them know, hey, you should be getting your samples by Wednesday. I'm going to check in with you on Thursday night to make sure that you got them. Okay. So you check in, make sure that if I've included directions, or I reiterate to them, you know, when I'm actually talking to them via phone or messenger, that you understand how to use what I sent you. And then I give them a couple days, but again, I leave that next appointment with them. So Thursday night, they've gotten their oils and they're going to try them. Hey, I'm going to check back with you on Saturday to make sure that peppermint worked for your headaches or whatever it is that they're going to, they needed it for. Just so it takes it off their plate to ever be responsible to get back to me. Again, they have no skin in the game. They don't care. But I care, because the more times I can get to talk to them or follow up with them, the better their experience at class is going to be. So I guess I just always try to keep my conversation personal with sampling people and following up with them. And again, leaving the responsibility in my hands. That's something that Becky taught me a long time ago. And it's very, again, one of those like game changers, like, oh yeah, I was letting them get back to me at their convenience. Well, they're never going to. They don't, their life happens, and they don't do it on purpose. I never take it for, you know, like take offense to that, but they just, wouldn't it be easier for someone to say to me like, hey, I'm going to reach back out to you on Saturday. Yeah. I don't have to think about it. You know, I don't have to remember to do another thing. They're going to do it for me. So, does that help? Does that answer it? Does that?
Yep.
Okay.
So awesome. Okay. Do you guys have any questions about sampling or about anything? Ashley gave a ton of good things, but while we have her, we don't always get, so this is a good time to ask her any questions live, just to see what she's doing. So in your Facebook lives, that's in a group that you have, right? And you just add people, or did you, how did you fill that group?
I might have done this wrong, but I made it a closed group and literally went through all of my Facebook friends and I added first the people that knew me, you know, not that it knew me, but like that I was like in communication with on all the time. But then I just started adding people from college, from high school, girls that I knew wouldn't, I don't know, like wouldn't shut me down. But I mean, I honestly probably have close to like 1,076, but I don't know all of those people because I do giveaways and stuff and have people add other people. But so I did just go through and like add people, and unfortunately they would have to remove themselves if they didn't want to see my stuff. But I think it helped to get things rolling for me that way, even though it may not have been the most polite way to do it. But I mean, the numbers are there. And again, not all of those people have engaged as my customer, but they have spoken up when things have been important to them. Whether it's been like they buy a roller bottle off me here and there, but I'm their person. So I just consistently, you know, are adding or engaging so they're always watching or always listening. But yeah, that's how I did it. I don't know if that's legal.
Yeah, that's do you do the same essential oil 101 class, or like you said you make a ruler bottle? What kind of videos are you doing live?
Yeah, so I actually have not done a live oil class yet in my group. I actually want to before the baby comes, as like not my last hurrah for a while, but as like before the year ends kind of thing. And I haven't figured out yet if it would be best to break it up into our 3 sections and tape it that way, or just go right through. But I do want to do that. And then, so I usually just go on and make like the flu bomb, whatever's kind of going on in my life, or what I use for my kids, or like a sleep blend that I'm really liking, or even if it's just how to clean my diffuser. Like I just go on and just try to be active, so they know like, oh, I have all these oils at home, I can do this too. Or I've had people want to just become a member during that time, or like to start their thing. Maybe they didn't start out with a kit, but they have seen me do oils enough that they were like, oh, okay, like I'll do a membership. So it's a hit or miss, but I do see more traffic when I do a live than when I just post something. So
right. Yeah.
I do live as much as I can.
Facebook likes that, so they'll put that higher in the algorithm.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah.
I love it. How often do you do videos?
I mean, I try not to let 2 weeks go by, and I'm not perfect at that, but I try to be more live than not live. So I try to keep it.
Oh, go ahead. What?
No, I just try to keep it to where if I feel like, and I guess I should add too, like, even if it's just opening my box that I got for the month and showing people what I got and explaining again what I'm using in my family and how I'm doing that, even if that's like my live for the month or for those couple weeks, that's been a good one too, to show people what new products to get and stuff.
Yeah, those box opening videos have been a hit.
Yeah.
And how often are you doing a regular class?
I think at every rank it's changed. So when I was elite, I tried to always have 4 on the books at all times that I was teaching. And then as I grew, Becky's probably watching this. I've tried to keep it to 4 because that's what she holds us to. And I love that because it keeps me accountable. And it's not always perfect as your team grows because you're helping them launch things as well. But I would say now, I try to have like 1 to 2, if it's not mine, like, and honestly, we just got a house in September, so I wasn't able to like host things in a house until just recently, but it has been me going to people, or having my customers host. So now, I mean, if I'm just honest, it's probably 1 to 2 a month. But what I do well is just having people meet with me one-on-one or doing things on their schedule. So if I can't fill the gap with classes, I try to fill it with helping my team and making sure that I'm going to their classes or helping them launch, or doing one-on-ones and trying to button things up that way. But it is harder as you grow. Becky's awesome at it, and I'm not that great at it yet, but she's great at having so many classes on the books during the month. But it is something that I try to be consistent with.
Yep, you're awesome, and she's awesome, and
thank you.
She's a class team, so
she is. She rocks.
I think she said, what was it, in her first 4 months, she did like 70 classes or something.
Yeah.
Right, something like that. Well, that's why she has those enrollments that she has. So awesome. Nancy says, great information. Thank you. Michelle said use a closed group or public page, but you just answered that, a closed group. All right, last question or 2. Do you guys have any other questions? As soon as we get off, they're going to start asking away.
That's okay.
What book are you reading now? I'll ask that.
I am reading a John Maxwell one. Oh gosh. What is it? Well, I did read the 15 Laws of Invaluable Growth, which was amazing. I think that was the first personal development game changer for me, and reading that. But I'm reading Starfish right now.
That's good too.
Starfish, and I love that one. So
that one's good because it's all Tara and John Maxwell's for life and leadership.
Mm-hmm. Really is. Yeah.
And that one is that was a good book. Okay. Awesome. Well, I will let you go, Ashley.
Thank you
so much for getting on.
Yeah. Pleasure.
Okay. And also, congratulations again. You guys, thank you so much. If you guys have any questions for Ashley, just put them in the comments and then tag her. And make sure you guys thank her for getting on and sharing all of her wisdom with us. All right, you guys, I will talk to you later. Have a great day.